Hello and welcome back to George's Game Guide. Today I'm going to be doing the review on the Indominus Rex Breakout, set number 75919, and this set is made out of 1,156 pieces. Now this set does include 4 minifigures, 3 of whom are unique. They are an ACU Trooper, Zack and Vet, and the other minifigure included in the set is Dr. Wu. Now the compound itself measures over 8 inches or 21 centimetres high, 12 inches or 33 centimetres wide, and 15 inches or 39 centimetres deep. Now the helicopter that does come in the set measures over 2 inches or 7 centimetres high, 5 inches or 13 centimetres long, and 1 inch or 4 centimetres wide, excluding the rotors that are on it. So I'm going to go over the minifigures first. So this is the first minifigure. This is the ACU Trooper. As you can see, it is holding a walkie-talkie. It has the ACU vest on, which looks to be bulletproof. It has a black helmet on with a see-through visor, which can be lifted up to show the face. So as you can see, it's a man with a moustache on the inside. Then he's got grey trousers with like a black and blue utility belt. So now if I go on to Vet, he has his almost like cowboy hat with dark blue trousers, his white shirt with a beige vest over the top with a name tag, and then on the back it shows the Jurassic Park symbol, which of course at this point is Jurassic World. So now we have Zack. So he has his brown hair, his red shirt with a grey like fleece over it. Then he's got his black trousers. As you can see, he looks quite scared with the appearance he has. And then we have Dr. Wu, which is the only minifigure that is not unique in the set. Now personally, I think they made the eyes a bit wrong on this. I don't think it quite actually looks like Dr. Wu. But it is pretty close. That he obviously has his black hair, his black jumper, his grey trousers, and then his white lab coat with the ID tag. It looks like he's got a serum and a injector in his hand. So we are back, and I'm just going to go over the main 3 parts of the model. So firstly, I'm going to go over the helicopter. So very simple rotor blade design with the 2 longer parts of the rotor blade, 2 shorter parts. There is obviously the much smaller one on the back. Then there is, I believe, a sticker on this bit, which is Jurassic World with the JW, and then the number on it is JW409. Now this does again have another sticker on it with the Jurassic World logo. So then this does open to 2 levers and a seat, which is where the ACU Trooper can go. And then it does have 2 like missiles kind of a thing, where they do pop out, which is quite nice. And I think this is a really nice feature of the set, because as you can see there is a little helipad on the top of the model that you can, it doesn't fit very well, but you can get it on it, but it's not the best, to be honest, but it is quite good that you can actually get it on there, so that is quite nice. There is a little area at the bottom, so it does clip in, but yeah, I think that is a really nice part of the model. So now we're going to go over the Indominus Rex. So this, as you can see, is mainly white with spots of grey. It does have movable arms and legs, as you can see. I mean, the legs don't move very much, they move in like sections, but the arms do move freely, obviously only forwards and backwards. Now the mouth does open again in sections, in 2 sections, and he has red eyes, and then I believe, yes, the tail can move, but again in sections like other parts of the body. So now if we go over the main enclosure, so I'm just going to move these 2 out of the way so we can have a look at the main enclosure. So I'm going to bring this, so these doors do actually open. There are 2 brown levers on the inside, you pull them apart, so it does make the doors actually come open, which is quite a nice detail, and then they will obviously come back out to go back together. Now on the front of the model, there's obviously, it looks like a lot of metal with the colouring of it, for the obviously defences of the cage. So there are lots of little orange pieces, which is obviously supposed to be lights. We have 2 Jurassic World logos here. Now this you may notice, and the actual piece for this is here. So this is obviously where Zach would be. So the chair does move with it, as it does in the films, and it can just sit there. Now the reason it sits there is because there is a lever on the inside where if you push it, it should, I'm just going to move that out of the way quickly, it should make it roll out, which is quite nice. Now there's a light at the top which you can move, which you can move. On this side there is a little open area with a tranquilizer gun and then a I'm going to say electro staff just to try to name it. So this part of the wall is quite interesting because it does come off, so it is where the wall does break apart. So you can have that wall open, which I think is quite a nice detail, just so that you can fit everything into the set nice and easily. But it is obviously very tight fit to get the part of the wall back on. But when it is in, it does sit nice and sound. Now you may have seen this little crane that's here. So this can move. So obviously it's supposed to bring the food in. And then there are 2 levers on the inside. Now this bit does move here, so that you can get the vet inside. Now on this side we have a ladder that just goes up to a computer and then some high voltage signs. And then in here, this is actually Dr. Wu's lab. So he's got his chair and then a couple, I believe this is where the fly, well not the fly, but is in it. And then we have a coffee cup here with a computer, and then obviously in his hand he does have a couple of things. But yeah, so overall this is a really nice model. Obviously this is more for play features than display, but when you're displaying this it does look quite nice as well. But I would definitely recommend this as a play set. And yeah, so overall I think this is a lovely model and I would really recommend it. And yeah, so thanks again. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts about it, and also make sure you watch out for this Sunday's video, which is going to be my review on the Jurassic World set, the T-Rex Tracker.